welcome to a special edition of the Northern Broadcasting Service. This series will be a series of fireside chat interviews with our security counselors for our Security Counselor event. Today's special guest is Lord Nessie, a security counselor and lead game side advocate for the North Pacific. Welcome to the show, Nessie.
Hello, everybody.
So, Nessie, we're gonna get straight into the questions here. What does the security counselor do for the North Pacific?
Well, mostly it's protecting the delegacy. We have this endorsement caps to prevent anybody else outside the region to come in and raid us, basically.
So, how does the security council actually perform that function?
By keeping in the top 10 of the total endorsement in the region.
What has been the biggest challenge facing the Security Council in recent times?
Well, I don't remember any particular one, except from random players who have a shadow past in other regions or something like this, who came to apply for citizenship. But except on this, nothing else.
So the Security Council has recently begun a transition to a more transparent approach of their activities within the region. What would be your approach to increasing the transparency of the Security Council?
Well, First of all, showing to the public maybe some older cases, discussion and things like that, to show they what we are currently working, what we have done in the past. I think it's a good way to show other players more transparency.
So how would you balance the Security Council's need for secrecy versus the public's request for transparency?
Well, like I said, by showing them the older cases, maybe 1 year old or even less.
What can the Security Council do to help discover and train the next generation of counselors?
Yes. I was thinking the best way, in my opinion, is to see what kind of player is interested in join to the Security Council, and if these players meet the requirements. If they show interest and have the requirements, then for me it's go ahead. Maybe a more public approach to the chat every now and then to let the other players who don't came to the forum or participate into regional to know us better.
All right. Do you think the Security Council should take a more active role in teaching new citizens the importance of endorsements and how it affects regional security?
I think this is already, there's some dispatch who told this and the importance to join the World Assembly and to keep the endorsement act, the Security Council, the delegate, and every other important people in the region. Don't see anything else to say about it. They already all explained it in those fact books and dispatch.
So what has been one of your big accomplishments within the region?
I guess becoming a lead game side advocate. Any other my previous accomplishment was becoming vice chancellor of the university, but this was way back then, 2000. 15, 14. And when I became a Deputy Minister of Education, I think this was my biggest result.
All right. So do you think the introduction of nation state cards and using that as a reward of sorts to increase endorsements has been beneficial for the Security Council in the region?
I think yes. Many people are interested in cards, trading and collecting them. So yes, it's a good idea for endorsement.
Do you have any ideas for utilizing those cards further?
I think there's the way to utilize these the cards further. It's already at maximum for me, except from giving them for free. I don't think there's anything else to do, and we're already giving them for free. So,
all right. What about our World Assembly retention rates? Do you think that we are on a good track with that? Should we be working to improve them further, or have we reached the best point we can be?
Considering we are feeder regions every day, every week, we lose 100 players, we gain 15, and so on. So I think we could do better, yes. But we could also do worse. Depends on how many people join the World Assembly and remain in the region. The more we have, the more successful we will be.
All right. You say that we're losing roughly 100, but keeping about 15. Is that just natural? Is that more of a players not finding interest in the game and naturally dissolving their nations, or is that more we're not doing enough to keep nations within our region and they're moving elsewhere?
No, I think it depends by the player. Some player might stay, some player might leave, some player might leave interest after a month or so. Also, real life issues and stuff like that. It's not really a matter of we can keep them in the region.
Is there any ways you would like to see the executive council, the ministries in their various activities, support the Security Council in their work to increase World Assembly endorsements and retention?
Maybe from the Minister of Culture, some events for the endorsement. The Minister of Defense, I don't think so, because of their mission, basically, are in and out of the World Assembly every now and then. I think the only minister who can do something are the one of Culture and World Assembly Affairs.
So recently we saw the CCD attempt to place some agents within the region. While they were easily discovered, do you think that is all coups are a major concern, but do you think that is something that is a plausibility with our current endorsement structure?
No, I don't think so. We have too many endorsements, we have too many people to overcome to get to a position to threaten the region. Was just more of a joke than a serious attempt, in my opinion.
You heard it here, folks. The snake says, don't even try.
Basically.
Alrighty. Let's see. Mr. 9000 would like to know, what is your favorite color?
Green.
Just general green, or is there a particular shade? Like Loch Ness Monster green.
I like basically every shades of green, but seawater green is my favorite.
Well, I think that wraps it up for us. Thank you for coming on, Nessie. I look forward to seeing more from you.
Thank you for the opportunity and for not laughing at me for every bad pronunciation I did.
All right, that wraps up this particular fireside chat. Later on today, we'll be having another fireside chat with Security Counselor Elfije Grande. We hope you come back, and thank you for joining us. Bye-bye.